The concept of oxidation, reduction, oxidation state, and oxidation number is highly significant in the study of inorganic chemistry, and particularly in the study of reduction oxidation reactions, because these reactions constitute a specific and very important class of chemical reactions, generally known as redox reactions. These reactions are not only significant for various chemical processes but are also common in our day to day life. Burning of coal or any other combustible substance in air, fading of clothes, rusting of iron, green deposits on copper utensils, generation of electric current in batteries, etc., involve redox reactions. A large number of industrial processes, such as extraction of metals from their ores, manufacture of caustic soda, manufacture of vegetable ghee, electro refining of metals, etc., involve redox reactions. The various types of electrochemical cells, for example, Daniell cell, Leclanche cell, dry cell, lead accumulators, etc., responsible for converting chemical energy into electrical energy, make use of redox reactions. The electrolytic cells used in electroplating, electrotyping, and electrorefining of metals also involve this type of reactions. This is why redox reactions are considered to be a very important class of chemical reactions. In the forthcoming sections, we shall briefly study the concept of oxidation, reduction, oxidation state, and oxidation number. We shall also study the methods of balancing redox reactions. Hello, my dear friends. With this introduction, I welcome you all for today's session on redox reactions, which is the first chapter in the second part of 11th class chemistry. First, before we go into the detail, let us study the classical meaning, the classical concept of oxidation and reduction. Classical concept means old meaning, how the meaning started from the beginning about or on oxidation and the reduction. So with this we start, then slowly we enter into the electronic meaning or electronic way of defining oxidation and the reduction. So first we discuss classical meaning of oxidation and the reduction. First about the oxidation. Oxidation means addition of oxygen. Okay. Removal of hydrogen out of two, or addition of oxygen or removal of hydrogen. Oxygen is electronegative element and hydrogen is taken as electropositive element. Therefore, one more way of defining oxidation is addition of oxygen means not only oxygen, any electronegative. Okay, because oxygen is electronegative, therefore in place of oxygen we write addition of electronegative element, that is written here. So addition of electronegative element. Now keeping this point in the mind, removal of any electropositive element. That means in four ways we can define an oxidation. First one, addition of oxygen or addition of electronegative element or removal of hydrogen or removal of electropositive element. So this is called nothing but oxidation. Now what about the same way, removal of oxygen, it is the opposite of oxidation. In the oxidation, it was defined as addition of oxygen is called as oxidation. Here in the reduction, it is removal of oxygen. Okay, right. So removal of oxygen or removal of electronegative element or addition of hydrogen or addition of electropositive element. So out of these four, if anything, any one happens, that is called as what? Reduction. Right. Now we discuss in terms of examples. Right. Okay. CH4 plus 2O2 gives CO2 plus 2H2O. What happened here? Here O is added on the CH4 so that CH4 converted into CO2 and H2O. This is addition of oxygen. Okay, right. O is added on the phosphorus to become its corresponding oxide. So it is oxidation. Here, reduction reaction. Addition of hydrogen. H2 is added here so that O comes with hydrogen as water. Okay. Now, Fe2O3 plus 3CO. O is removed. O is removed. Okay. Addition of O, oxidation. Removal of O, reduction. So O is removed from iron oxide to make iron oxide to free iron. Okay. So all these are examples for oxidation reduction according to the classical meaning. Few more examples. 2FeCl3 plus S2 gives FeCl2 plus 2HCl. Here, removal of electronegative element chlorine from ferric chloride. So here, one chlorine is removed. Okay, or chlorine atom is removed from FeCl3 to make it FeCl2. Removal of electronegative element. Removal of oxygen reduction. Okay, right. Now 2HgO to give 2Hg plus O2. Removal of oxygen from mercuric oxide. Addition of O, oxidation. Removal of O, reduction. This is reduction of mercuric oxide into mercury. 2HgCl2 plus SnCl2 to give Hg2Cl2 plus SnCl4. Here, addition of mercury to mercuric chloride. Mercuric chloride. Okay, addition of mercury. This is HgCl2. This is Hg2Cl2. We have added one mercury to the HgCl2 to make it Hc2Cl2. So we are adding mercury. Mercury comes under the metal. Electropositive. So addition of electropositive, addition of hydrogen is called reduction. Okay, right. Now CH2 double bond CH2, very famous reaction in the organic chemistry. Addition reaction. Okay, addition of hydrogen is reduction. So depend upon the addition and the removal of oxygen and the hydrogen or electronegative or the electropositive, we treat them as oxidation or the reduction. Now, second part of the definition of oxidation and the reduction. Here we define in terms of electron transfer. Okay, because everything nowadays is defined, explained, understood in terms of what? Electronic structure, electronic arrangement. So therefore, let us understand how oxidation and reduction are defined on electronic theory. Okay, right. We can consider the reaction in terms of the underlying electron transfer. Oxidation is the loss of electrons. During the chemical reaction, if you find any loss of electron, it is called oxidation. If you find a gain of electron, it is reduction. Okay, right. Oxidation is caused by the oxidant. What is oxidant? It is the oxidizing agent which helps the oxidation process. Okay. So the oxidant is itself reduced in the process. Let us understand first what is oxidizing agent. Okay. In chemistry, we find many agents like a limiting agent, oxidizing agent, reducing agent. Okay. So in our day-to-day life also, we find real estate agent, RTO agent, LIC agent, bank agent. They help us in doing some work. Here also in chemical reaction, there are some chemicals. They help us to carry out those reactions. So depend upon what help they are doing, they are called by that name. So here this chemical oxygen, okay, is helping the reaction to undergo oxidation. Therefore, this is called as oxidizing agent, or in short it is called as oxidant. Remember, oxidizing agent or oxidant undergoes reduction, whereas the chemical which helps the reduction is called as a reducing agent or reductant. And remember, reductant will undergo oxidation. Okay. So oxidizing agent and the reducing agent are the chemical, they are the chemicals, okay. So they undergo corresponding reactions in helping others to undergo oxidation and the reduction. But remember, both happens at a time. If one undergoes oxidation, other undergoes reduction. That means reduction, oxidation occur simultaneously at a time. That's why these reactions are called as reduction cum oxidation or redox reactions. See here, formation of NaCl. Na loses electron, whereas chlorine accepts the electron. Okay, so loss of electron is called as what? Oxidation. So sodium has undergone oxidation reaction, whereas chlorine has undergone reduction reaction. Why? Chlorine has accepted the electron. Okay, so in this reaction, chlorine helps sodium for oxidation. See here, sodium is giving electron, but when it gives electron, that electron has to be accounted, you know. So that electron has to be taken by someone, otherwise reaction becomes incomplete. But here chlorine is accepting electron given by the sodium. That means chlorine helps sodium for oxidation. First sodium undergoes loss of electron. That loss of electron is taken by the chlorine. That means chlorine is helping the sodium to undergo loss of electron, so that chlorine accepts that. So chlorine is helping the sodium to undergo oxidation. Therefore, chlorine is called as oxidizing agent or oxidant, and this chlorine undergoes reduction. In the same way, sodium helps chlorine for reduction. Therefore, sodium is the reducing agent or reductant, and it undergoes oxidation reaction. Don't forget, oxidizing agent always undergoes reduction, and reducing agent always undergoes oxidation. Most important statement here, okay. Now these are some reactions, okay. Sodium, chlorine, loss of electron, gain of electron, loss of electron, gain of electron, loss of electron, gain of electron, okay. Reducing agent, oxidizing agent, okay, right. One more example of redox reaction between the zinc and the copper ion, okay. Zinc, both are metals, both are metals, both are electropositive, both have got ability to undergo loss of electron. But when you compare, when you mix zinc and the copper, if both undergoes loss of electron, who will accept it? Therefore, there is a compromise for electron. Out of the two, which is more easily undergoes loss of electron, that they take decision. So here zinc and copper, if you see the reactivity series of metals, zinc is more reactive than the copper. Therefore, zinc has to undergo loss of electron. When zinc is undergoing loss of electron, then being a metal, copper has to accept electron. Therefore, zinc acts as reducing agent, whereas copper acts as a oxidizing agent. Now, reaction between iron and the cerium. Okay, iron has lost one electron, and cerium has gained an electron to become the cerium plus 4 to the cerium plus 3. Okay, so this is the main reaction. This main reaction is divided into two sub reactions. This is called loss of electron, this is called gain of electron. So loss of electron is called what? Oxidation half reaction, OHR, and gain of electron is called as what? Reduction half reaction, RHR. So when you combine OHR and RHR, mean RR you will get. That is redox reaction. One more example for the OHR and RHR. This reaction is between iron and the copper. So here if you compare reactivity of iron and the copper, iron is more reactive than the copper. Therefore, iron undergoes loss of electron, copper undergoes gain of electron. So iron to iron ion is OHR. Copper ion to copper is RHR. Clubbing these two, this reaction is redox reaction. Yeah. Now we will define oxidation, reduction. Already we defined. Okay. Now we will define oxidizing agent and the reducing agent in terms of what? Loss and gain of electron. Okay. Oxidizing agents cause oxidation to occur. An oxidizing agent is the substance which accepts electrons in an oxidation reduction reaction or redox reaction, whereas reducing agents cause reduction to occur Therefore, a reducing agent is the substance which donates electrons in redox reaction. So after understanding what is meant by an oxidation and a reduction and a redox reaction, now we will understand one more small topic known as oxidation number. Okay. Number used to indicate distribution of electrons. Electrons are distributed in the atom. To know that accountability of electron, we use the term known as oxidation number. It has got no specific physical meaning. Okay, it indicates what electrons of atom are doing during bond formation, whether loss is happening or gain is happening or only one is giving. So all this information is given by the oxidation number. So this is calculated or assigned with certain rules. Okay, so let us understand how to assign oxidation number to an atom or to an ion or to a molecule according to certain set of rules. Okay, one by one. Before that, you understand the meaning of what is meant by an oxidation number. An amount of electrons which was lost or gained by the atom in a chemical compound is called the oxidation state, often called the oxidation number. That means oxidation state and oxidation number both are same. Okay. So oxidation number means it is a number. Okay. That will give us idea that how many electrons are lost and gained. Okay. Oxidation state are typically represented by small integers. Okay. For example, if sodium has lost one electron, it is denoted as Na plus 1. Plus 1 is written on the top. Plus indicates loss of electron. Minus indicates gain of electron. That number indicates those many electrons are lost and gained. Okay, right. Accordingly, here he has given Na plus 1, Mg2 plus or Cl minus 1 means what? This Cl has gained 1 electron. Oxygen has gained 2 electron. Aluminum has lost 3 electrons. Okay. And this entire iron has lost 3 electrons. Okay. So conceptually the OS, I am reading it as in short. Oxidation state is named as OS. Okay. The OS which may be positive or negative or 0. Okay. Sometimes neutral molecules is assigned as 0, means it has not lost or gained during the what chemical reactions, and is the hypothetical charge that an atom would have if all bonds to atoms of different elements were 100% ionic with no covalent component. This is never exactly true for real bonds. That means what you want, what he want to convey here. Na plus 1 means what? Na plus means it has lost completely the one electron. Cl1 minus means what? It has accepted completely the one electron. Okay. But in most of the reaction, only in some reaction we can say complete loss or complete gain. But in most of the reaction, electrons are there only. For example, between H and Cl is more electronegative than the hydrogen. So Cl accepts the shared pair of electron. Cl what? Withdraws shared pair of electrons. That means what? Electrons are moving towards a chlorine. Okay, between H and Cl. So because electrons are moving from H to the Cl, where the bond is there, Cl is assigned as minus and H is assigned as the plus. So what you want to say here? So 100% loss from one atom is very difficult in most of the situations. Therefore, it is called what? Hypothetical charge. The one which is having more electron with itself is assigned as minus. The one with less number of electron than the normal is assigned as plus. This is what we normally use in the chemical reactions. Now rules. How to assign? Number 1. The ON of any uncombined element is 0. Sodium, not combined state. So not in the combined condition. No. So it is taken as 0. Al plus 3O2, 3O2, not combined still. It is given as 0. Okay. Second rule. The ON, I am taking oxidation number as ON. Okay. The ON of a monatomic ion equals to the charge on the ion. For example, Na1 plus is the monatomic ion. What is its ON? Its ON is how much charge is there? That is the ON. So plus 1 is the charge is there, no? So that is the ON. So ON of Cl is minus 1. ON of Na is plus 1. Third rule. The more electronegative element in a binary compound is assigned the number equal to the charge it would have if it were an ion. That means in the what? NO, the oxidation number of O is minus 2 because O is most electronegative than the nitrogen, therefore it is given as minus. When this is given as minus, then this is given as plus only, okay, right, like that. Fourth rule, the ON of fluorine in a compound is always minus 1. On the modern periodic table, fluorine is the most electronegative element. Therefore, it is always assigned as minus 1. It is fixed. Okay. It is the highest electronegative element, most electronegative element. Therefore, it is always in all the compounds of fluorine, fluorine is always minus 1. Number 5. Oxygen has an ON of minus 2 in 99.9% unless it is combined with fluorine. Because fluorine is what? Fluorine is topmost electronegative. Okay. So when O and the fluorine combines, that time which is most powerful electronegative? It is the fluorine. So fluorine is assigned as negative. Always it is a branded. When fluorine is given minus, then O has to be given as plus. Okay. Excuse me. Though O is the second most electronegative element, but with fluorine, in front of fluorine, it is taken as plus. Okay, right. Sixth rule, hydrogen's oxidation state in most of its compounds is plus 1 unless it is combined with a metal, because hydrogen is such a element where it shows a plus 1 state as well as a minus 1 state. But whenever hydrogen is combined with metal, that time it is assigned as a minus 1 because metals are electropositive. Otherwise, it is taken as a plus 1. All these rules you have to practice, okay, in calculating the ON in our future examples. Seventh rule, in compounds, the elements of group 1, 2 as well as aluminum have ON of plus 1, plus 2, plus 3. That means group 1 is assigned plus 1 alkali metals, group 2 is assigned plus 2, that is alkaline earth metals, and group 3 is assigned plus 3 because aluminum family which is most electropositive, therefore it is assigned as plus 3. Eighth rule, the sum of the oxidation number of all atoms in a neutral compound is 0. For example, let us take calcium carbonate, CaCO3. What is the ON of calcium? Plus 2. What is the ON of carbon? Plus 4. What is the ON of O? Minus 2. Okay. How many O are there in the calcium carbonate? 3 are there. Okay. Each O gives minus 2. Totally there are 3. So 3 into minus 2. So total charge on the O is what? 3 into minus 2 equal to minus 6. Okay. Now what is C? Plus 4. What is Ca? Plus 2. So plus 2, plus 4, plus 6, and O3 gives minus 6. So plus 6 minus 6 equal to what? 0. So what rule says? Rule says the sum of the ONs of all atoms in a neutral compound is always 0. Ninth and the last rule, the sum of the ONs of all atoms in a polyatomic ion equals to the charge of the ion. Previous one was for the neutral molecule. Now this rule is for polyatomic ion. For example, in H2PO4 minus 1, which is a polyatomic ion, okay, what is the sum total of all the ONs of the atoms present in that ion? It is the charge on the ion. For example, H is taken as plus 1. Okay, this is plus 5 or plus 3. This is minus 2. So when you add this all the ONs, that gives, that is equal to what? That is equal to minus 1. For example, here the ON of phosphorus is plus 5. So let us take, this is plus 1. Okay, how many two are there? Hydrogen 2 are there. So it is plus 1 plus 1 plus 2. This is plus 5 plus 2 and plus 5. How much? Plus 7. Now this is O4 minus. Each O contributes minus 2. How many O are there? 4 are there. 4 into minus 2 minus 8. So minus 8 plus 1 equal to what? Minus 1, and minus 1 charge is there. That means what? Sum of the ONs in a polyatomic ion is equal to charge on the ion. Okay. So this will come not in one day. It comes by practice. Kindly go through the slide, practice the rules, then you go for the examples. Okay. Right now, we'll make a little effort in understanding these rules by taking only few examples. Other examples you take it as a homework. Example number 1. Determine the oxidation number of chromium in dichromate ion. Okay, chromium is taken as X. How many chromium? 2 chromium, so 2x. Now 7 oxygen are there. Each O gives what? Minus 2. Okay, so 2x 7 into minus 2 equal to, what is the rule says? Sum of the ONs of all the atoms present in ion equal to charge on the ion. What is charge on the ion? Minus 2. Okay, if you simplify, x equal to what? Plus 6. That means the ON of chromium in this ion is plus 6. Second example, determine the ON of nitrogen in ammonia. Ammonia is a neutral molecule. Okay, right. Now what he said, determine the ON of nitrogen. So let us take nitrogen X only. So this is X, only one is there. So X, only one X. Plus 3 hydrogen are there. What is the ON of hydrogen? Always taken as what? Plus 1. Plus 1. Okay, right. Equal to what? Sum of the all ONs in a neutral molecule equal to what? 0. 0. Simplify. X equal to minus 3. That means what? The ON of nitrogen in ammonia equal to minus 3. Now this is a complex. CrNH3 4 times Cl2 plus sign. Here we have to calculate the ON of Cr. Let us take it as X. X plus 4 ammonia. Ammonia is a neutral molecule, taken as 0. So X plus 0 plus 2 into chlorine is a minus 1. So X plus 4 minus 2 equal to charge in the ion plus 1. After simplification, x equal to 3 plus 3. So the charge or the ON of chromium in this complex is plus 3. Now we will calculate the ON, okay, ON of phosphorus in S3PO4. This is called phosphoric acid. Okay, let us take ON of P as X. Right. Now this is the molecule, neutral molecule. 3 into plus 1. Correct? P what? We don't know. X plus 4 into what is O? O is always given minus 2. Minus 2 equal to, because it is a neutral molecule, therefore sum of the all ONs equal to 0. Now simplify, x equal to plus 5. So the ON of phosphorus in the phosphoric acid is plus 5. So all these examples will give us idea what about how to calculate ON in a given molecule or an ion. Now let us define oxidation and reduction in terms of ON now. Okay, this is also in terms of electron only, but in terms of the oxidation number concept. Okay, right. Oxidation in terms of ON is an increase in oxygen number. If you find there is an increase in the ON, it is called as oxidation. If you find there is a decrease in the ON, it is called as a reduction. Okay, then let us see what is OA and the RA. OE means what? Oxidizing agent. RA, reducing agent. Okay. OA is the agent which increases the oxidation number of an element of a given substance. These agents are called oxidants. Reducing agent is an agent that lowers the ON of a given element. These reagents are also called reductants. Let us understand with examples now. This here 2 mg plus O2 gives 2 MgO. Now earlier, what is the ON of mg here? It has not taken part in the chemical reaction, so it is taken as 0. Now after the reaction, mg became mg2 plus. So earlier it was 0, now it is plus 2. Whether it increase or decrease, 0 to plus 2, it is increase in the ON. So increase in the ON is called as what? Oxidation. So magnesium has undergone oxidation. Now let us see O. O is not yet reacted, so it is taken as 0. But after the reaction, it has become -2 here. Okay, so it has become from 0 to -2, decrease in the ON. So if any species, any reaction has undergone decrease in the ON, it is called as a reduction reaction. So Mg to Mg2 plus is an oxidation. O2 to 2O2 minus is called reduction. That's why I have shown with arrow mark. This is called oxidation and this is called reduction. In the examination also, you have to show using the arrow mark, which is oxidation, which is the reduction, and which one is oxidizing agent, which one is reducing agent. For everything, for all the 4 words, half mark, totally 2 marks questions. Definitely one will be there in the examination. Okay, so here it is oxidation reaction, but Mg is the reducing agent. This is reduction reaction, and O2 is the oxidizing agent. Please go through respective definitions. Then you what examples. Okay, right. Now types of redox reactions. Already we know types of redox reactions, but in terms of what? In terms of redox reactions, we will discuss types of redox reactions, because here we find whether ON has undergone increase or decrease. If ON has undergone increase decrease, then it is called what? Redox. Otherwise, no. Okay. So tomorrow we discuss all these types. Till then, have a nice time and bye.